This story is about a girl who considers her childhood friendship as everything, but her life becomes even more beautiful when she falls in love with a boy. But this love forces her to take a difficult decision in which she has to choose between friendship and love. On one side is her oath of friendship, and on the other side is her love. Stuck between the two, this story reaches a point where just one decision complicates her whole life. Now will she be able to choose the right path in the end, or will her one mistake destroy everything? Let's see what happens next in this exciting story. So the story begins in Los Angeles, California, where two children are born on the same day and at the same time. Their names are Elle and Lee. The friendship of these two becomes so deep from childhood that it seems as if their life is incomplete without each other. Their mothers were also best friends. That's why Elle and Lee grow up spending every moment together, whether it was playing or going to school, whether it was dancing or having fun. Their togetherness was so special that even if they fought, a small treat of ice cream would take away all the resentment between them. On the other hand, Lee's elder brother Noah mostly kept to himself, but whenever Elle and Lee faced any problem, he would always come forward to protect them. Time passed like this, and this childhood friendship grew stronger. But then a big storm came in Elle's life. When she turned 18, her mother left her forever due to a serious illness. Despite this sorrow, Annie had kept another secret hidden in her heart. She liked Noah since childhood, but she had never told this to anyone till date. One day, Elle is at Lee's house where both of them are discussing new ideas for fundraising for the school student council. Then Noah also comes there, who is with Elle. Elle was not able to take her eyes off him, but Elle and Lee had some special rules, in which rule number 9 was that no one would look at each other's family members. Due to this, poor Elle could not date Noah even if she wanted to, because friendship was the biggest priority for her. But Noah and Lee always used to fight like Tom and Jerry, and even today it was the same between them. Next day, when Elle was getting ready to go to school, suddenly her pants got torn. She did not have any other option to wear it, so she was forced to wear her 9 standard skirt and go to school with Lee. But when she reaches school, other students start laughing and making fun of her seeing her short skirt. But the limit is crossed when a boy named Tony teases her from behind. Seeing this, Lee gets very angry and he is about to teach Tony a lesson. But then Noah comes and teases her. He jumps in between and starts beating Tony badly. But soon the principal arrives and asks all three to come to his office right now. After this, as punishment, they are suspended from school for a day. Then the next day, when Elle comes back to school, 3 famous girls of the school, Olivia, Mia, and Grecia, come to her. Everyone in the school knows them as OMG girls because Noah fought for Elle yesterday, so she had now become special for the OMG girl. All 3 of them start talking to Elle about Noah because Noah is the crush of girls in the whole school, and OMG girls are also among them. Now, after those 3 leave, Lee comes to Elle and asks her why all 3 girls came to her. Actually, Lee liked Mia, so he tells Annie to tell me about me, how handsome I am because I like her. Elle Noah feels a little weird hearing. After this, both of them go for shopping, but Lee is still thinking about her husband. Then Elle asks him to think of a new idea for school fundraising. Then both of them get a fun idea in which they plan to set up a kissing booth where students can spend fun moments with their crushes. Now they just have to get approval from student council. Then the next day in class, Tony sends a chit to Annie in which he has apologized and asks her to give him her number. Noah gets angry seeing all this, but Elle puts a condition to Tony that she will accept his sorry only if he comes to class wearing a skirt. And in reality, after some time, Tony comes to class wearing a short skirt. Seeing this, the whole class is filled with laughter, and Annie also becomes very happy, and she forgives Tony and gets ready to go on a date with him. Now at night, Elle reaches the place mentioned by Tony with Lee. She was very excited because this was the first date of her life, but even after waiting for a long time when Tony did not come there, Elle gets upset and goes back to Lee. Both of them are talking when suddenly Tony comes there and tells that Noah has warned every boy in the school that if any boy comes close to Elle, then he will beat him badly. That is why I did not come, because I love my nose more than you. Hearing this, Elle gets very angry, and she goes home and calls Noah and starts telling him that you should not try to become my father. But Noah explains to her that I was doing this only for your protection, because you are not that intelligent yet. On this, Elle gets more angry, but Noah hangs up the phone. Then the next day in school, counseling Elle and Lee tell about their kissing booth plan, but all the girls like Noah, so to get her proposal approved, Elle says that Noah will also come there. And finally their proposal is accepted. Now after school is over, Elle asks Lee to drop her home, but Lee had to drop his parents to the airport, so he asks Elle to go with Noah. As soon as Elle goes to Noah, she sees that he has brought his bike. Seeing this, Annie refuses and says that if I go on your bike, then everyone will think that I am also one of your girlfriends. Saying this, she goes home on foot. Then in the evening, Elle goes to a party at Noah's house. Their OMG girls call her and ask if Noah is ready to come to the kissing booth. Elle says that she hasn't yet. Noah has not been asked. Then OMG girls ask her to go and talk to Noah, but Noah was busy with a girl. But she goes to him, but on seeing Elle, the girl scolds him and asks him to run away from here. But Noah feels bad, and he rudely tells the girl to leave from here. After this, Elle asks Noah to come to her kissing booth, but Noah refuses. But after this, Elle comes to OMG girls and says, "You guys don't worry. Noah does what I tell him." Now soon the party starts and everyone starts dancing in fun, but Elle drinks too much and in a drunken state. She climbs on the stage and starts dancing. All the boys start looking at her and she asks everyone to go to the swimming pool, but then Noah comes and picks her up from there. Next morning when Elle opens her eyes, she herself is dancing. Elle finds Elle in Noah's room. She starts getting nervous because Noah had changed her dress. Then as soon as Noah comes inside, she nervously asks, "Did I do anything wrong yesterday?" Noah laughs and replies, "No, you just danced drunk and don't worry. You were sleeping alone here and I was outside in the guest room." After this, Elle quickly gets up and goes to Lee's room. Then Lee reminds her that she had promised in front of everyone in a drunken state that Noah and the OMG girls would definitely come to their kissing booth. Now Elle starts wondering if Noah also feels something for her because he always cares so much for her. Then the next day in school, Elle lies to the OMG girls that Noah said that he likes one of the OMG girls, and that girl comes to the kissing booth. Then Noah will also definitely come. Hearing this, the OMG girls become very happy. After this, Elle and Lee start preparing for the kissing booth. They go, but while having fun, Lee puts paint on Elle, and then both of them start putting paint on each other, which completely ruins Elle's appearance. After this, when Elle goes to the bathroom to wash her face, she mistakenly goes to the boys' bathroom. Then as soon as she realizes that she has come to the wrong bathroom, the boys present there start shouting at her. Then Noah comes and tells her to get out, but Elle does not listen to him and teasing her. She starts posing with all the boys and then leaves from there. After this, we see that finally the fundraising day arrives, where all the students are going to give their performances. Elle goes to Noah and once again requests him to come to the kissing booth, but Noah refuses. Hearing this, Elle gets a little disappointed and leaves from there. Now Lee and Elle start their kissing booth and tell everyone who has kissed, "You have to do this. They will be blindfolded and the person kissing you will not be able to see you." In this way, gradually a lot of crowd gathers in the booth and they start earning good money. But all the girls are eagerly waiting for Noah, but Noah was not going to come. So Elle puts Lee on the stage in place of Noah, but the girls get disappointed seeing Lee because she had come only for Noah. Then a girl named Rachel, who likely comes to the booth and is about to kiss him. Lee also removes a blindfold and sees that it is Rachel, and he also likes her. Then both of them kiss each other. After this, Lee goes out for a walk with Rachel, due which Elle is left alone at the booth. But OMG girls get angry with Elle because Noah did not come, so to teach Elle a lesson, she blindfolds her and sends her to kiss the strangest boy in the school. But then suddenly Noah comes on the stage, seeing which all the girls are surprised. Noah comes on the stage and kisses Elle, but Annie does not understand who this is, and as if she is not there as soon as she removes her bandage and sees Noah, she becomes very happy and starts kissing him again. The whole school is surprised to see this, and Elle realizes that maybe Noah also likes her. Then after Noah leaves, Elle remembers that she has broken rule number 9 of her friendship, so she quickly goes to Lee and tells him everything that she had to do this for fundraising. Lee says, "How can you do this?" Then Elle explains to him that this was just a game for fundraising and nothing else. Then Lee also agrees and says that remember our rule and there should be no emotion in front of whom. Now after everyone leaves, at night when Annie's going to her house, then Noah comes there and asks her to drop him home. Then Elle also starts going with him on the bike, but due to heavy rain, the bike starts slipping, so both of them go to a nearby house until the rain subsides. But Annie was still thinking about the kissing booth, and even here, she could not control herself and went to kiss Noah, but then she says that I do not want to be like the other girls in your life. Then Noah tells that actually I love you very much because you're different from everyone else, but till now I had kept this thing inside me. After this, both of them start getting a little more serious. But then a guard comes there and recognizes Noah and says that I told you not to bring girls here. On hearing this, Elle gets angry and says that you have brought me here like the other girls after planning. Now I do not want to hear anything. Just drop me home. After this, Noah drops her home, and there he tells her that whatever I have told you is all true. Elle does not answer this, but she was feeling happy inside. Now at night, Elle gets worried thinking about Noah. She was getting angry because on one hand, she started liking Noah, and on the other hand, she was not able to break the promise of her best friend, Lee. The next day, they again go for a party where everyone has a lot of fun, and plays different types of games. But at night a boy comes to Elle and starts talking to her, and then asks her to come with him by forcing her. Then Noah comes there. Elle stops him from fighting and asks him to drop her home. But while leaving, that boy says something wrong about Elle, due to which Noah gets angry and beats that boy badly. But seeing all this, Elle starts leaving from there in anger. Then Noah also goes behind her and says sorry to her and asks her to come with him. Elle was still angry because she does not like fights. So Noah takes her to one of his favorite places where he always used to come alone and tells Elle there, "Believe it or not, but I love you a lot and I am crazy for you." Then Elle says that it is okay, but you have to agree to some of my conditions. First of all, you will stop fighting. And secondly, no one should know about our relationship until I tell everything to Lee, because even though I do not wanna, I am breaking my best friend's rule. Then Noah agrees to everything, and then both of them start getting completely romantic and spend the whole night here. Now, from here, a new beginning takes place in Elle's life, because she was doing all this for the first time without telling her best friend. After this, Noah and Elle start spending a lot of time together, and go to many places hiding from everyone, go to watch movies, and spend those moments well by going to many beautiful places. In this way, their life starts passing very happily. Then one day, Lee and Elle were swimming together. Then Noah's message came on Elle's phone. A message comes, and when Lee looks at the phone, he finds that the phone is locked. He asks her since when did she start locking her phone. Elle lies that she has locked it because of her younger brother. Time passes like this, and Noah and Elle get closer to each other. But now Annie has to tell all this to Lee, because she can't hide it from her best friend anymore. So one day she is about to tell everything to Lee, but Rachel comes there, so she can't tell anything. Then one day when Noah was fixing to bite, Annie accidentally falls and gets hurt while bringing the rent. After this, Noah starts putting a bandage on her. Annie says that I will have to tell Lee about us somehow. I cannot hide it from him anymore. Noah also says that it is okay. After telling him, I will be able to take you to the prom as well. Now, while talking, when both of them kiss, Lee comes into the room and sees them. He gets angry and starts leaving from there. Elle goes behind him to talk to Lee and says that I was about to tell you. Then Noah also comes and tells Lee that it is not Elle's fault in this. Why are you getting angry at her? Hearing this, Lee says that you should not talk to me. In this argument, both of them start fighting with each other. But Noah consoles him and asks him to talk calmly. But he does not want to listen to anything and gets angry with Elle and starts leaving. But Elle goes behind him to convince him and tries to explain to him that I did not want you to know this way. Then Lee says that he says that Noah has always got the best of me. He had everything except you. You're my best friend, but Noah snatched you from me too. Saying this, he leaves. Now after Lee leaves, Elle gets very angry at Noah and asks him to leave from here. Noah also leaves from there in anger. After this, Elle was completely disturbed by all this. She was thinking that to get her love, she has lost her best friend forever. Then after a few days, Lee's mom comes to meet Elle and tells Elle that your mom and I were probably the best friends in the world, but we both have also fought sometimes. She explains to her that our life is like a book. If some pages get spoiled, then we change only those pages and not the whole book. Lee and you are best friends, and you cannot be separated from each other. In true friendship, no matter how much you are together, there is a big fight, but in the end, everything is fine. Then the next day, Elle goes to school and tries to convince Lee by giving him ice cream, because their rules were that no matter how angry your best friend is, after giving ice cream, he will forgive you. So Lee takes the ice cream, but then throws in the dustbin and goes away. But he too cannot live without Elle for long, and the very next day, he comes to dance at the same place where they used to dance together in childhood. They start dancing there once again, and finally both the best friends meet once Elle. Now, everything was fine between them, and the day of the prom party was also near, so they decide to go together with Rachel. After this, we see that the party starts where everyone is dancing, that they had kept the good photos of the whole school year as a memorization. Everyone looks at those photos and remembers them again. They start remembering the moments, and there's also a kissing booth made by Lee and Elle. This kissing booth had become a beautiful memory for everyone. Lee kisses Rachel there. Then Noah also comes there and apologizes to Elle and then expresses his love for Elle in front of everyone. But Elle did not want to lose Lee again, so she leaves from there. Now after the party, Noah goes to Lee's room and says sorry to her and tells her that I truly love Elle and I am not spending time with her, and I am going to Harvard for further studies in a few days. Then the next day, Elle and Lee have a birthday party where Elle sees a lot of couples. So she also starts missing Noah. So she tells Lee that now I cannot console myself anymore. You are my best friend, but you cannot decide with whom I will love you. I will love you like I can't tell you that you should date Rachel or else after seeing Elle crying. Lee also understands that she loves Noah very much. So he agrees, and then both of them take the car and leave for Nick to find Noah. But Elle sees that Noah is in the car instead of Lee, and she becomes very happy with this surprise, after which both of them express their love to each other. And now, before Noah goes to Harvard, both of them start spending every minute together. After this, the day comes when Noah will go for his college admission. This moment is very difficult for both, but Noah has to go. After this, Elle starts returning home with Noah's bike, and with this moment, this lovely story ends here. I hope you liked this movie explained video. If you want to see more similar movie explained videos, then you can watch this video by clicking here. Now I go and see you in the next video.